High-calorie foods, are they bad for your diet? When the time comes to take off some weight and bring out the definition of your muscles, you might consider cutting out all those high-calorie foods you normally eat. After all, according to most nutrition experts, weight loss is all about calories consumed versus calories burned, right? Well, there's some truth to the idea that reducing calories results in weight loss. The trouble is, your body will react to calorie deprivation by burning whatever's available for energy, and many times what gets burned is muscle. This isn't helpful when you're trying to get into shape. You need to hold on to the lean body mass, so be careful about the kinds of calories you cut. Bad high-calorie foods. The high-calorie foods that are really bad for your health and that tend to make you gain weight are the foods that you should try to avoid when dieting. The typical junk food meal is packed full of calories, but most of those calories aren't going to do much good for your body. The problem with most of the junk food that is a part of the typical American diet is that it is so low in useful nutrients. A 1,000-calorie meal that is made up of mostly sugar, fat, and only a moderate amount of protein is not an optimal meal for burning fat or building muscle. Some of the common high-calorie foods you should eliminate are deep-fried foods, sodas and sugary drinks, bread products produced from white flour, snack chips and pretzels, desserts and candy. You don't have to be a diet expert to know that those foods aren't going to help you get in shape. The problem is those foods seem to be everywhere. It's so tempting to run through the drive-thru at your favorite fast food restaurant when you're hungry, or grab a candy bar from the vending machine at work for an afternoon pick-me-up. Avoiding the bad high-calorie foods requires discipline and a smart eating plan to thwart your cravings before they take root. Are there any nutritious high-calorie foods? A lot has been said so far about eliminating bad high-calorie foods, but what about the good stuff? Aren't there any foods that are good for you that are calorically dense? There sure are. In fact, many foods that are quite satisfying are actually healthy and packed full of nutritionally dense calories. The real key to dieting is getting enough of the good foods regularly and avoiding the bad foods. A food that is packed full of valuable nutrients and high in calories will do your body a lot more good during those moments when you need a snack than any of the previously mentioned foods. So what are the good high-calorie foods? Here are just a few. Nuts, foods cooked in olive oil, high-protein low-fat cuts of steak, like round steak, essential oils like fish oil or flaxseed oil, high-protein supplement drinks and meal replacements, fruits like bananas and apples. These foods may not sound as appetizing as a chocolate shake at the drive-thru, but give them a chance. They become more palatable once you get used to eating clean for a few weeks. The hardest part about cleaning up your diet isn't giving up high-calorie foods. It's adding the right kinds of foods. A high-protein meal with some healthy, whole-grain pasta or bread isn't a low-calorie meal, but it will get you a lot closer to your goals of getting in shape and eating healthier. The best time to eat high-calorie foods. You shouldn't spend your whole day eating high-calorie foods, even if they're healthy. Save the high-calorie foods for certain times of the day. Remember how your mom told you breakfast was the most important meal of the day? Well, she was right, as usual. Eating a good breakfast helps regulate your blood sugar after a night of sleeping and not eating. When you sleep for 8 hours, that is usually the longest period of a 24-hour cycle that you go without food. Eating some nuts and fruits with a good amount of protein for breakfast is a great way to start your day and get your metabolism running. Another good time to eat high-calorie foods is about an hour before a hard workout. You need energy to push your body to the next level. Mix high-calorie fruits into a smoothie with some protein powder before an evening in the weight room. Having those calories in your system will give you the fuel you need for better workouts. Keep everything in balance. Losing weight and getting into shape isn't about going to extremes with your diet. If you avoid all high-calorie foods, you'll be missing some very healthy foods that will give you the energy to work out and provide the nutrients your body needs to build muscle tissue. But be sure to balance the high-calorie healthy foods with lower-calorie foods like fruits and vegetables. The best eating plans are those that you can stick with for long periods of time. Dieting should be about putting together a healthy, long-term way to get the nutrients you need. Still, there will be times when you need a quick burst of energy. At these times try a protein shot like ProfectR by Protica. Protein drinks are a quick and easy way to get that much needed protein without having to prepare a huge meal. Visit Protica.com to learn more.